Caregiving is personal. I've been there, not with clients, but with my own family. My siblings and I helped take care of my dad. Financially, he was fine. But the time, the energy, the emotions, those are the real costs. And I'll tell you, nothing prepares you for it. You want to show up for the people that raised you. You want to do right. But you've also got kids of your own, a career, retirement goals, a life, and suddenly you're trying to do it all on half the time and double the pressure. Sound familiar? If you're a part of the sandwich generation, juggling aging parents, launching your own kids in their lives, and this video is for you. Let's talk about the real cost of caregiving. Not just the dollars, but the decisions no one prepares you for, and how to protect your future and still be the rock your family needs. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the public conversation about caregiving is about money, and that's valid because for many families, it is a financial crisis, and I can help you with that. But sometimes the finances are in decent shape. It's the time, the energy, the coordination, the thousands of micro decisions that no one sees. That was our story. My parents didn't need our help paying their bills. They needed us to show up, to organize care, to drive to appointments, to sit with doctors, to advocate for them, and we were glad to do it. But it meant time away from my business, away from my kids, away from my family. Late nights, early mornings, long stretches of brain fog. And to be honest, there were moments I was wondering, can we keep this up? As a financial advisor, I've worked with hundreds of families navigating this. Some are drowning in caregiving cost. Others are quietly burning out, just trying to keep all the plates spinning. Either way, the emotional toll is real. And here's what I've learned both professionally and personally. Maybe you're not writing checks, but you're cutting back hours at work, delaying your promotion, passing up on business growth. That has long-term ripple effects. That's why I always tell my clients caregiving is a part of your financial plan, even if you don't see it in the budget as a line item. Here are some red flags I look for when talking to clients. They're reducing their work hours and haven't adjusted their saving strategy. They're covering caregiving-related expenses without tracking them. They haven't talked to their spouse or kids about long-term support plans. You're thinking, I'll focus on my finances once the caregiving phase is over. Well, here's the truth. The caregiving phase often lasts longer than we expect. Years, just not months. And by the time you look up, your retirement window may have narrowed. That's why planning during caregiving, not after, is essential. So how do you balance caregiving with protecting your future? Here's the framework I walk clients through. I used it myself. Even if you're not spending cash, you're spending something. Track it. Siblings, spouse, kids, who's doing what? Who's covering what? Avoid the default caregiver trap. Even if you have to scale back, don't stop completely. Automate where you can. You'll thank yourself later. Whether it's Medicaid waivers or veterans benefits, tax credits, it's not fun, but the savings are real. If you need help navigating it, ask. You're not supposed to be an expert on all this. Respite care exists for a reason. Check what your employer offers and use it. You're not weak, you're wise. Here's what I wish someone had told me when I first stepped into caregiving. You don't have to choose between being a good family member and having a strong financial future. It's not either or, it's both and. You do have to be intentional. If you wing it, you'll burn out. If you plan it, you'll adapt. You'll find a rhythm. You'll learn to say no to guilt. You'll learn to say yes to help. And you'll start to see that caregiving, while incredibly hard, doesn't have to derail your future. If this is where you are right now, juggling care, career, family, and future, let me say this to you. You're not failing. You're navigating one of the hardest seasons anyone faces. And you don't have to do it alone. There are tools, there are strategies, there's a process. I've walked clients through this. I've walked through this myself. If you want help building a plan that accounts for caregiving and keeps you on track for financial independence, let's talk. Drop a comment below if you've been through this or are going through it now. Your stories matter. It might just help someone who needs to hear it. If you're ready for next steps, watch this next video. I'll walk you through a retirement planning strategy designed specifically for the sandwich generation.